Alright, so the motor and gearbox is painted up. I've come in here and stripped some stuff out of the engine bay, like the wiring. I pulled the old ECU out because I've actually got a new ECU for this car. I got a MS3 Pro, second hand the other night. I'm pretty much just going to go through. I want to change out the cross member. I'm going to rip out the clutch, master and slave cylinder and a bunch of other crap in here. Get onto this surface rust on the chassis rail. Give that a coat of body deadener. Put the new cross member in and then drop the motor in. So let's talk more action. I don't think these have ever been taken off since 1985. Yeah, this one's already greasy. Maybe this one will be easier. Nailed it. quickly. I'm really focused at the moment on just swapping out the front crossmember. Didn't really want to do a front end rebuild. I'm going to have to, all of these bushes are trashed, the ball joints are trashed, the sway bar bolts are seized, so I'm going to have to cut them, get new ones. So for now I am going to focus on just getting this new crossmember in. The metal's still intact, it's all flaky, surface rusty stuff. Alright, so I was here pretty late last night. It's pretty much impossible to film in the shed. It's too dark in here at night. Not very good lighting in the shed, and with the lead light and stuff, the footage I've tried it and the footage comes out crap. So I basically cleaned up the chassis rails. The driver's one came up really good. All of that rust really was just surface rust, which was awesome. Didn't have to blast anything, didn't have to cut anything out or weld anything new in. So basically just coated these rails with really high quality sound deadener. I'm an AC Delco one. It just comes in a spray can. I did get some photos of that when it was all in bare metal, which I'll put up. I got a whole bag of goodies here. I got new rack ends, all new front end bushes, ball joints, turret ends, rack boots. Also sandblasted basically the control arms, radius rods, all the nuts and bolts and stuff have all been blasted. I'm going to paint them up. So for now, I'm going to go press in the ball joints and the lower control arms down at the mechanics, just down here in the end of the next door neighbour. Yeah, going to whack this cross member, the steering rack and everything back in, and then I might even just drop the motor in there to see how it looks. Yeah, I'm going to leave the engine bay. I don't want to paint it. It doesn't really bother me. It'd be a big job. I'm more interested in getting the car back on the road. I've also got a little bit of bad juju. Rebuilt a car in the past and I wasn't going to paint the engine bay. A mate of mine convinced me to paint the engine bay, and had the car on the road for about 8 to 10,000 Ks after a full rebuild, and someone crashed into me and wrote it off. So I think that's reason enough for me to not paint the bay in this. It's pretty tidy. I don't really care what it looks like, I just want to drive the car. So as long as everything under here is pretty clean and not rusting, and you know, the suspension components aren't 35 years old, that's all I'm really concerned about. So less talk, more action, let's get into it. Right, so the front end's looking good. Cross members in, control arms are in, strut rod bars or radius rod bars, whatever you want to call them, are in. I've got new bushes, new Super Pro bushes on the radius rods arms and new Super Pro bushes on the lower control arms. I'm still waiting for the sway bar link bushes to come in, and I haven't painted the sway bar yet. So the next thing that I want to do, I've got to clean up the steering rack, to put the steering rack in so the car can actually steer. So yeah, let's get on to that. Alright, so the front end rebuild's basically done. Just got to get my sway bar link bushes and paint my sway bar, and basically ready to put the engine in the hole. So Okay guys, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all of that stuff. Helps me out massively. And stay tuned for the next part of the build. Cheers.